Somebody call the law. Somebody call the law. It got to be illegal for me to be so wrong.
What up, though? Heist man, the folks talk that talk, ghetto news and opinions, man. This is Last Week on Earth. This is when I come by myself and do the stories that I did Friday night on Minutes to the Future. I like to do this by myself on Mondays because I like to push my own narrative and my own agenda. See, I have co-hosts, and they got their own opinion. I got my own opinion also. We hold discussions on Friday nights at 9 p.m. These same stories right here that I'm going to tell you right now is things we talk about on Friday nights. Without any further ado, let's talk about everything that happened last week on Earth. For starters, haven't y'all seen Jurassic Park? I don't know about this, man. They recreating the dire wolf. They done brought that back. They done brought that back from extinction. A dire wolf. I don't know why. I don't know why we need it. Game of Thrones has been going off for a couple years now. We don't need that no more. They got dire wolves now. I heard they got my co-host told me that they got woolly mouses now, or woolly mice, or woolly rats. That's what they doing, man. They recreating stuff like Jurassic Park. Y'all trying to create a wolf? Y'all done did it. They got two of them. A dire wolf, big as shit. That happened last week on Earth. The grenade celebration heard around the world. This dude right here named Ja Morant. Oh, Lord. He back at it again, man. This time he doing grenade celebrations. I'm talking about he throwing bombs and covering his ears and that boy gonna learn, man. Me personally, I think he should be allowed to do anything he want to. I don't care if he allowed or not. He should just do it. He a millionaire. He's celebrating. I can understand the connotation of them not wanting to have guns and stuff like this on, when they celebrating. But why not? What's my man name? Chef Curry putting people to sleep. How you put you to sleep? How? Will he rock you to sleep? What? He shoot a dart at you or something? He get you to sleep. He cooking, he chefing. People might be Ramadan. People might not want to eat right then. So all these celebrations, man. So he just got fined, $75,000 from doing the gun gesture. So he said, I'm just going to do something different now. He doing bomb celebrations now. I don't know, man. You got to learn for it, man. You got to learn. You just want to murk something. You just want to murk something. He Deadpool or something, I guess. I don't know. Yo, you need to relax, man, because they get you up out of that league quick, man. So Ja Morant, you got to chill out with your little celebrations. I think you should be allowed to do it, though. I think you should keep doing the gun one, too. You ain't really physically, nothing coming out of your fingertips is hitting. I don't know, man. But it happened last week on Earth. Some deadly chips, man. They got a recall on these chips right here. Tostitos, Catalina, traditionally yellow corn chips right here, man. They done murked about 17 people. 17, I think it's about 100 and something people, man. I don't really know the story on this. I just know it happened. These chips right here, Tostitos, they got a recall on them, man. They murking people. That happened last week on Earth. Why not G.I. James, man? That's what I thought when I seen this, man. LeBron James got a doll. A Barbie doll at that. A Barbie doll. Look at this. Looking zesty as he want to be with this doll. Look how zesty the doll look. He got a man purse. And he doing it with Barbie. Barbie. That's a girl. It's a girl toy. Why not G.I. Joe? Why not? Well, you had to go to Barbie. Women should want that, not men. I mean, a Ken doll or whatever. Cool, whatever. But little girls should strive to have a doll made out of them. Not boys. I don't know, man. I just don't think the brand should have been Barbie. I don't know if they're sending the wrong message to our young men. But that happened last week on Earth. You shouldn't be no damn Barbie. The roof, the roof, the roof is on us. Ooh, sorry, man, about this. So it's kind of crazy right here, man. A roof fell in the Dominican Republic. I thought it was PR. I thought it was PR instead of DR. But RIP to all these people, man. Like 160 some people died, man. The roof fell on them. RIP to them people, man. I don't really know much about it, but I know a couple of celebrities passed away over there too from the DR. I think a couple of baseball players, a couple of singers and stuff, man. RIP to them people, man. Try to make light of everything. That's why I did the roof is on fire joke, but you know what I mean, man. RIP to them people. That happened last week on Earth, though. The bird that couldn't fly. This happened in Puerto Rico. You see, this woman right here, man. She was not allowed. I mean, she is stuck in Puerto Rico because she was not allowed to take a service bird on the airplane with her. This is a cockatoo. I don't know, man. I don't think she should have no service bird. I don't know what a service animal. I mean, okay, a service dog or blind leading the blind, eye dog, shit like that. You know, a service bird. I've seen people with service peacocks before, trying to get on airplanes with them. Like, really. This woman, that bird was not allowed to fly up there with her as a service animal. She didn't want to put it down low, I guess. I don't know. So she claiming she's stuck over there. This old lady. You ain't stuck. Your bird just can't fly. You don't need a service bird. I don't know, man. I don't know her trauma. I ain't trying to put nothing on her like that. You know what I mean? But yo, I think she got a little young thing over there. She's trying to stay. Telling her people back home, yeah, baby. My bird can't come over here. My service bird, so I'm staying over here. Young Hector over here, strong back. Nah. I don't know, man, but it happened last week on her. Hope she get back home safe. Hope her bird and everything make it. But that bird couldn't fly. It happened last week on Earth. This story right here, man, this woman, she traded Annie for Bubbles. I guess, you know. That's what she had an investigation for. She is a foster parent, and she traded one of her foster kids for a monkey. An exotic monkey. That's what they claiming to be. That's what they claim. They don't know what happened to the baby or the bird. I mean, they don't know what happened to the baby or the monkey. I guess. I don't know. That's what the story is. That's what this person right here. I don't know nothing about it, man. Look it up yourself. I guess. This is what the story is. I forgot. Did a little bit drinking last night. That happened last week on Earth. The kayak killer. That's what I call this dude right here. This dude is a kayak tour guide. Dude. He do tours on the kayak at some resort. And this one right here went on one of his on the kayak tour. And she went with a group of her friends and all this stuff and shit. She wound up missing. She was excuse me. She wound up being stuffed in this dude's room somewhere, killed. He had murked her, and her body was found in his room. You gotta watch these people, man. You going on these resorts and stuff, and you know you might be looking good to somebody. He looking like, damn, man, I'm gonna get that lady, literally. He jumped out, got her, man. I don't know how it went down. I don't think she had a thing with him or nothing. I don't know how they got together. I just know her and her girls went on a little girls trip or something. It's the kayak man, and he do all the tours and stuff, and he kidnapped him and had his way with her. I don't know. I just know her body was found in his room. The kayak killer. Look at him. That happened last week on Earth. Baby mama side piece. This we call this woman right here. She's a baby mama, or she a side piece. I think she the baby mama of Zion Williams. That's who she is. She the baby mama of Zion Williams. Look at her. Ugh. But she is in trouble, and she is locked up because she was stalking the side piece. She was stalking somebody. You pregnant by Zion or had a baby by him. Now he moved on, and you stalking him, and you took a picture like this. I think you look like my boy Nick from Big Mouth. That's what I thought of when I seen her. But yeah, that's that story. Zion Williams keep having some crazy looking baby mamas and girlfriends. That happened last week on Earth. I can't believe it's not butter. This place right here is called Cabot Creamery Extra Creamy Premium Butter. Premium Butter. Whatever this place is. They got recalled on their butter because they had feces inside of some of their butter. When I was saying this Friday night, I couldn't get it out. I was sounding like somebody from Memphis. Deemed it Glorilla. It sounds like she'll say, Capra Creamery, extra creamy, premium butter. We had fun with that Friday night. But yo, that's what this is. The Capra Creamery extra creamy premium butter is on recall right now because they have feces in there, like real butter. That happened last week on Earth. I don't know, man. I mean, he did have a knife, but they shot this boy like 16 times, I believe, man. This dude had Down syndrome, and he was wielding a knife, and they shot him like 16 times when he did. I don't know, man. He did have a knife. I mean, I know they ain't have to murk him, but he did have a knife. He had Down syndrome. The thing is, like, upon further review, he is, like, they say he lunged at him and all this stuff. He behind the fence. So if he had lunged, like, y'all ain't had to shoot him 16 times. Y'all could have just popped him in the leg or something, shot the knife out of his hand. Y'all seen James Bond in movies like that, man. He could do some shit like that. I don't know. But, I mean, he did have a knife. So, even though he had Down syndrome or something, he was coherent enough to whatever. I don't know. R.I.P. to that dude. Did he die? I don't know. But I know he had Down syndrome, and people up in uproar right now claiming like, damn, y'all ain't had to do him like that. They didn't. But, I mean, he did have a knife, so. That happened last week on Earth, though. Surgeon sued for sharing swastika Sloan. That's what I thought of when I heard this story right here, man. It's a doctor. I don't know if she got sued, she got fired, and she's getting in massive trouble because she took a picture of a man who was unconscious or whatever, and he had a swastika on his penis. And, she took a picture like, bitch, I gotta show my homegirl this. She, took a couple pictures, Showed her that with her little phone. And this is my cell phone. It's not a cell phone. It works my lights from over here. I can turn my light back to this color, that color, that color, that color, that color. That color. I kind of like that right now. Whatever. Anyway, but that's what she did. She had her phone. She said, "He got a swastika on his meat." You got to be a racist to have to tattoo a swastika on your man part. I want to fuck you, and I want to do it to you with hatred. I guess. That's crazy. But she say that 3 times. Surgeon sued for sharing swastika Sloan. She shared pictures. She was taking pictures and sharing them across the whatever. That happened last week on Earth, though. Wasn't fast enough. This dude right here, man. His name is Speedy Gonzalez. He was locked up because he was stealing $20,000 worth of things from Walmart. His name was Speedy Gonzalez. That's why I said he wasn't fast enough. He stole the things, though. He got away with it for a little while, but they wound up catching up to him. His name is Speedy Gonzalez. Government name. Happened last week on Earth. All right, who's coming with me? I guess is what this dude said, man. He didn't say it, but I guess what he was feeling. That's how he thought. He has passed away, and his peoples was carrying his coffin away, and they fell into the grave with him, man. All right, who's coming with me? I guess that's what he said, man. Cause they fell inside of them, man. They fell in there with him. People was carrying this. I don't know, man. Maybe they was evil too, and they had to come with him. I guess I don't know. I don't know this man. I don't know nothing about him. I just know a lot of people fell inside of the grave, and I got to make a story about it. That TV loud. I can hear it. Doom, 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 doom. Somebody's watching Law and Order. I can hear that. All right. Oh, let's get back to this. Speaking of law, she is the law. This woman right here, man, she is a judge of some sort in some state, some county, I don't know where. She's 58 years old, man. And she is the law. She is the judge, jury, and executioner, according to her boyfriend. That's what she did to him, man. She popped him in the head while he was sleeping. I read up on this story a little bit. She's 58 years old. I was thinking like, yo, why are you 58 years old with a boyfriend? Okay, first of all, I don't want to judge though. But thing is, the boyfriend she with now tried to break up with her. He said, like, look, you got to move out, man. And he said he went to sleep. Next thing you know, he woke up in the hospital. She shot that man in the head, went through his left, temple came out of his right, or his right to his left. I forgot which direction. I'm not a navigator, but that's what the thing said. I forgot to say left or right to left. Either way, it went to one side and not the other, and he didn't die. She is a judge though, ain't that crazy? She a judge and she did that. 58 years old, still living with a man, then shot him in the head. That is crazy. Crazy thing about it, this ain't the first time her popping nobody. She popped the previous boyfriend before this. Shot him in the groin, to be exact. Got away with it because she claimed self-defense. Now, I don't know. Look at her, man. Look at her. First thing I thought about this story, when I heard about this story, I was like, damn, she Judge Dredd. When I seen this, I seen somebody online put this picture up. And I said, man, that is crazy. Judge Dredd. And this person's name is Seamus Green. I got to give him credit for that, because he said she is the law. And that's what I came up, I didn't come up with that. He came up with that title. And I said, I'm still in this, man. I had to give him credit for it, though. She is the law. Because I couldn't think of a funny pun or something. I was going to think of like, Miss Judge Dredd, judge her wrong, Miss Judge. I was going to say something like that. When I seen she is the law, I said, oh, I got to show that. That is funny to me. She is the law. She is Judge Dredd. That is funny, man. That is funny. But that happened last week on Earth. Dude, he did make it. I don't know what he gonna... I'll never trust a female again if that happened to me, man. Like, how you gonna break up with her and go to sleep in the same house? Like, you getting out tomorrow. I don't care. Fuck you. I don't care. What the fuck? I'm in the hospital. What happened? Yo, your girl shot you. What? Damn. My left arm don't work. I guess. I don't know. But it happened last week on Earth. She is the law. Call 911 if you in big trouble. This dude right here, man, he said somebody was breaking into his home, and he called the police. He like, police, what's up? The police like, hold on, yeah, let me get a McDouble. Let me get some. What? That's what he said he heard, man. He said the dispatcher was ordering McDonald's while he was pleading for help. He's trying to get some help. And he heard she said she wanted McGriddle. That's crazy, man. He had to tell on her, like, look, man, after he made it through the situation, he said he called the police. Oh, I guess he went up there. I don't know how it went down, but that's what he's saying. He's saying, look, when I called for help, she was ordering the McGriddle. Da 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 da. I'm loving it. That happened last week on Earth. Y'all both wrong. Dead ass. These two people right here. Ooh, this is crazy. On the R train in New York City. This is the R train. This dude right here is accused. Or no, he was seen having relations with a cadaver or a corpse. But before they seen him do that, they seen the other person right here with the black hat on and all yellow rob him. This is a female of some sort. So they both wrong, man. Dead ass. And that was literally what that was. They seen him having relations with the corpse. The thing about it, on top of that, the corpse was a man. Y'all some wrong. Boy, look. Y'all nasty. This dude right here, he the nastiest. You was smashing a corpse from the back. A dead corpse. Dead ass. That happened last week on Earth. Competing with a ghost. Ooh, this story right here made me mad. It's a woman out here, man. They got this story. I think this was on Reddit, but she's getting married. When she getting married, she wanted to keep the ring that her previous husband gave her. She wanted to be married with that ring. Her husband passed away 5 years prior, and she was married to him. Now she getting married to a whole nother man. She want that ring to be a part of the ceremony. When he say I do, I want him to take this other man's ring and put it on me. He competing with a ghost, man. I think he should leave her at the altar. I think he should just call it off. This made me mad. And everybody in the chat was on the show. Not everybody. It wasn't that many people. The few people that was in the chat and my wife and my co-host, they was like, yeah, it ain't nothing but a ring. It's sentimental. No, you still holding on to that man. How you gonna marry me with that man's ring? Like, and you want to indoctrinate into the relationship with I got to take this man ring and place it on. You hold on to him. First of all, 5 years, I think that's too early to be getting married to a whole nother person. You just got me. I'm going to hunt you. I'm a ghost. You try to get married after me. No, I'm saying, but She ain't got to bring that into the relationship. She did not try to. No, hell no. You're not using this man ring. You might can keep it. I might let you keep it in the attic in the little shoebox up there with a, cause he was your first soul. That was your soulmate. You know, I guess y'all got married. You loved him, okay. Y'all don't got no kids, nothing together. That was just maybe I might. If I see that shit, I'm tearing it up. My beard look crazy. This is white shirt. Got a boneless beard. You know how that people with beard be looking all real thin and stuff. I got a little body, a little bounce to it. I don't know. Let's get off the beard right now. Ghost beard coming soon. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, I might let you keep a little box up there, the little ring up there, but you ain't finna have it around your neck every day or on your finger every day. Still thinking about this man. It's one of these days. Hell nah. He competing with a ghost, man. I think he should just get out of that relationship though. That's just me personally. But that happened last week on Earth. Ooh, this woman right here, she totally wrong. Literally, totally wrong. This is a teacher. She getting what do you call it? Apprehended? What the fuck am I saying? She ain't allowed to work no more. She getting, in trouble, I guess. Because she's a teacher and she told one of her students to rub her feet and rub your feet like you love me. What did that mean, man? Rub them like you love me. I think, she wrong for that. We was having a discussion last night, or not last night, but Friday night about the on the show I do every Friday night at 9 p.m. with my co-host. We was having discussions about. I think she should get the little red dot on her house. I think she should get a SA charge, a sexually assault charge for this, for having a kid rub her feet. And they was like, nah, she didn't do nothing. Like, she's rubbing his feet. It's wrong, inappropriate touching, cool. But I think, I'm fixated on the do it like you love me. And I'm like, that could be sexual. That's why she should get a sexual assault charge for this. And people do get aroused. That's what somebody said in the chat, man. Somebody said in the chat, I think it was Nessa G. She was like, yeah, well, foot rubbing is arousing. So maybe she got off on that. You see? I think that she should get a sexual assault charge for this also. Just because, it's inappropriate having a student touch your feet and all that, but do it like you love me. Like, that's what she told. She made a student rub her feet, and you better do it like you love me. That's bringing love and feet and rubbing, and it could be something in it. So I think she should get a charge for that. I don't know nothing about you. I just know them glasses look crazy. You look like Linda Belcher from Bob's Burgers. I said burgers. Anyway, they happened last week on Earth. Get her ass. Fetus support. This crazy right here, man. Texas made a law that a fetus can be. You got to. What they call it? You got to do pre-birth child support now. So now you ain't doing child support. You're doing fetus support because a child has to come out. He has to go through the tunnel and get the umbilical cord cut and all. Smack. I don't know if you smack twice, but smack on the ass and clear the stuff out your mouth and rub all of the placenta juice off your head and stuff and just look all nasty and wet like a piece of chicken or something. Boy, baby's ugly when they come out. They be gray. I'll be like, oh, you need to go ahead and shape his head, right? So I got a lot of kids. So I done seen all of them come out and they all came out ugly too. They're beautiful now, but you know what I mean? So that's a child. You got to come out to be a child. Now you got to pay pre-child support. So when you get pregnant now, that means I was thinking like, yo, since you got to pay child support for the baby who ain't even born, child support for a fetus. What if the baby don't make it? Can you claim the baby in your taxes? Can you claim that little wet spot that didn't make it? Because hey, I paid child support for that thing. It didn't come out. She had it we call it a miscarriage. So can I get that back? When I file my taxes, I don't know. That'd be a sensitive situation, a subject. But right now in Texas, they got a law for pre-childbirth support. People gotta pay. Now you can't even fuck nothing, get a baby. You can't get a bitch pregnant now. You gotta pay off gate now. They're like, damn, no sir. So Be careful, man. You're going to pay regardless, but you're going to pay early regardless. That happened last week on Earth. Woo, the streets going to handle that, man. It's the only thing I can think about this story right here, man. This story right here makes you feel bad for not the victim, but for the aggressor. Because this woman right here, man, she took her son up to the damn bus stop to fight a little black boy, all while calling him the N-word. And I think she put her hands on the little black boy too. And she's been arrested for this, for child abuse, because, she put her hands on the little black boy, but she calling him the N-word and talking about I used to beat up black bitches and not. Ooh, I kind of feel bad for her because I know they're going to get her. The streets going to get her. The streets going to handle that, And it make you feel bad because they're going to get her. It's like, damn. Now I got to feel bad for the bad guy because the bad guy going to get got. Like, she on public. Whoop him, whoop. You took your son up there to whoop a little boy, a little black boy and like, you a grown woman touting that you known for beating up black women. The streets gonna handle that, but that's all I can say about it, man. Damn. That happened last week on Earth. Can't win for losing. This story right here is kind of crazy, man. This teacher right here, she didn't get fired, but she is she's not getting her contract renewed at her job because she's using the pronouns that the student want to be used without the parents' consent. I think in Florida down here, Ron DeSantis, he has made it a law that you cannot call the child no pronouns without their parents' permission. Like, we don't know. We ain't gonna let you be James, Jessica. You gonna have to be James, or you gonna have to be Jessica. Whoever the fuck you born is, you got to be. That's the law he passing. You can't, nah. I don't care if you want to change your little lifestyle over. You is not James. You still Jessica. And the teacher was like, okay, how you doing, James? So the parents want to, they then made a funk about it. Like, look, this teacher is condoning the actions we don't condone, basically. We need you to stop. The law say, look, I don't give consent for you to call my daughter James. She had to be called Jessica. That's what we don't care. We don't care. If she want to wear a motherfucking 2-piece suit or 3-piece suit and all this stuff and identify as a man, that's still Jessica to me. And I won't want you calling my daughter James. I don't know. It went down that way. And this woman right here, she can't win for losing, man, because if it was the other way around, if she kept calling him Jessica or James, you're identifying as a man, I'm going to call you. Or I don't care what you identify as. If he was identifying as a girl, you know what I'm talking about, man. If it was reversed. If he was coming in there looking like a girl, she kept calling him James, she'd get in trouble for that too. So she can't win for losing. She ain't getting that contract renewed. And, people is up in the uproar about it because they say she's a good teacher. They say she's on the likes of Miss Frizzle, the Magic School Bus type chick. She was a real good teacher, but that happened last week on Earth, man. I don't know. And last but not least, accident. Yeah, okay, TLA. Okay, I mean, KTLA is what do you call it? A news station, and they put out this tweet right here. The N-word. They just typed N-word. Niggas. With the hard ER. They typed that, man. So they said it was an accident. It's like, yeah, okay. Accident, whatever. But they put out a statement. They said KTLA experienced a technical error while adding language filters to our social media accounts, resulting in an offensive word being accidentally shared. We are appalled and apologize that this occurred. And I can say, I kind of believe them. It do look bad that they just typed out niggas on their Twitter. But being that I do YouTube and I can understand, like, maybe I don't want a word said, like, say I want a word said, like, say I want to ban the word niggas, I can type that in, and now you can't type niggas inside of my chat or something like that. And what they did they typed that word in. They was doing it to block that word. That's what they was doing. They was blocking the word. So I can see how they can accidentally do that. I like, so like accident. My first initial thought was like, yeah, okay, TLA, because it's KTLA. Yeah, okay. But as a content creator, I can understand that because there's things you can do. You can block words, and I can see how they was typing like, all right, you can't say the F word, can't say niggas. Oh shit! I tweeted that instead of damn. I hit enter. It could be done. So that excuse, I buy it. KTLA, I buy it. If this do look crazy, you just typing out niggas. You tweeting out niggas, but for they Twitter page, they wanted that word blocked. So I smoke a bag of that, I guess. But that also happened last week on Earth. Anyway, that's it, man. Last week on Earth. This is the story. Like I said, I come by myself. I keep saying I gather by myself. Because on Fridays, I get together with my co-hosts and we discuss these same topics. These same topics right here, I just discuss with a group of people on Friday nights. My two co-hosts, Like I said, I do this by myself on Mondays because I like to push my own narrative. I like to say, no, she can't do that. Without any repercussions or backlash or, I just want to say everything I want. I want my opinion. Like I said, I like to push my own agenda for my own narrative on Mondays. And that's what I do right here. But anyway, go live on the channel every Friday at 9 p.m. talking about something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's going to be. I just know we'll be live on Fridays talking. Come through and holler at me, man. Hit that like button, the comment button, the share button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. All them good buttons. You got to hit. It's pimping that I'm putting out when I put it out. And like I said, I go live every Friday at 9 p.m. Come through, join the conversation. This is Heist Man the Foe. And what's the name of the show? Last Week on Earth, episode 42? 32? I forgot, man. Y'all. I'm out of here, man. Holla at your boy.
This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now.
All right. This time, but I'll be back, and sooner than you think. Wherever there's prejudice, ignorance, inequality, I'll be there.